It's a new world, it's a new order, and things are changing so quickly across the planet. And yet when I say to you about education and knowledge equals wealth, well, we need to understand what that really means for us as individuals. If you had said to your parents 10 years ago that I'm going to control a $26 million portfolio and make over $3 million in net profit, they would have said that you are crazy. Go back to school or get a real job. And yet that's exactly what's happening all over the place. And when I say to you, education and knowledge equals wealth, how do we know? How do we define what that is? Because let's remember, one opportunity changes everything, just one deal. But Mark, how do I decipher who's real and who's not? How do I know who's legitimate? And we can only determine that by experience, by what's happened, what someone has done, their past track record, and their historical data. When we're standing here looking at projects, this is what I do. This is my core business. And this is just another $28.5 million project among a portfolio that spans across the nation today. Alone in options, I've developed over $273 million worth of these types of assets and optioned, negotiated, and pieced together over $311 million worth of deals. I'm Mark Rolton. Join me.
The current deal that I'm working on, and Massland has been helping me throughout that whole process, I will be walking away with $330,000. The team of Massland and Massland has been very great. They're very supportive. They're there for you. You feel supported and guided throughout the whole process. And with being part of the course, you also get a phone number that you can call if you feel stuck and you feel like you don't quite know what to do. And that's really, really valuable. Massland has changed my whole life for me. And it's one of those decisions that when you look back, you look back into the past, you're glad that you took that risk. You're glad that you took that step.
Mark Rolton, and I firstly want to start off by saying thanks for dropping by. Thanks for taking the time to really understand and get some background before making your decisions in what comes next. And I'm very aware of what's out there. People often ask me, Mark, what is the best move for me? Or better still, I've been through the jungle and I finally found you. We heard about the guy that's the Uber expert knocking out 70 hours per week. We've heard about the fellow or the lass that's out there trading crypto that's still packing shelves at night time. The Reno, the experts, the ladies, the gentlemen that are all out there knocking out 70-hour weeks on top of a job, only to find out they're making zero out of these renovations due to capital gains tax. But they forget to tell you that. What about the share market trader, the expert? But unfortunately, it's a bear market and there's no money in that. These are the sort of things that we're pressing up against. And I really do, I admire and I really respect the kind of time that you've taken to dig deep and find out the facts, to really get to it and know before you make the decision. I've had plenty of students come to my boot camps today that have spent thousands and thousands of dollars of wasted money navigating their way only to find Massland at the end. And I believe transparency, I believe experience, I believe results is what really sets my organisation apart. Today, we have produced untold amounts of projects that span right across the country. I've owned property, substantial amounts of property to this day in America, all down the eastern board of America, United States. When we talk about property, I'd like to think today that I've done what it takes to be wealthy. And with a portfolio now nearing $100 million, I can factually say before you that it's been worth the sweat, it's been worth the learning. So I just wanted to be able to detail that to you. Projects that we've done over the years have been 52 townhouses in the form of Maxima. We've done another project in Sydney, among many others around Western Sydney, Northern Melbourne, projects such as Bestow, other projects that we've done called Magnified. These are all land and house developments, among our townhouse developments being stuff like Liberty, 44 townhouses on the ground. Another one called Returns on Rivers, being 33 townhouses. At the moment, we've got a land estate of 327 lots. Another development of 82 townhouses called Vantage Place. The list goes on and on and on. These are delivered. Today, I've produced personally $273.4 million of projects that are living, breathing examples of what we do as a business. When it comes to options, as in trading, making money, an additional $311 million that I've traded in property to make myself substantial profits today. So if you are somebody that's looking to make that move and take the step, I commend you on your decisions to come along this path. How funny is this deal under option? One of my students, put this deal together with her husband, and they came to me and they said, listen, Mark, got this transaction. It's only 400 metres away from the TAFE College, about 2 kilometres from Aldi, Bunnings and the train station. Who do you have in your database? And I looked at it and I thought, 1.4 hectares within walking distance to the TAFE College and the train station. I said, I'll take it. I said, how much will you charge me to basically buy that option off you and go ahead and develop it? They said, look, you've taken care of us. How about $200,000 plus GST? And I shook their hand and I said, this is a deal. So indirectly, we got a DA here for 36 townhouses and 1 house and land package here at the front. It was a killer transaction. I mean, it made sense. The minute we started selling these flew out the door.
The first deal was around 200,000. We've just sold a block of land off the back of another one, which is sold for 80,000. I think for me, the role that Massland played personally was inspirationally. And for me, if I feel inspired, then I can do anything.
All of my developments have been under option. So I train people in how to do that and how to be smart and savvy and not inherit risk when it comes to developing projects. And that is some of them. Today, I have another $112 million worth of projects literally on foot as we speak. And they are low-end, affordable townhouse developments and house and land estates all over the country. So that's what we're doing today. So if you want to now participate, if you want to listen into some more of what I've been able to help my graduates achieve in obtaining their financial goals, listen along and you'll enjoy these. And I wish you the best with your financial endeavours.
So I've had my own business for 8 years now in insurance, and I've been really keen to transition across to property full time. We signed up a joint venture 2 townhouse deal, which is going to fund everything, so pretty exciting stuff. With that, conservatively, it's about $200,000.
Here's another project being put together that was completed by my company, Massland. We amalgamated 2 significant properties here and maintained the existing homes to both. We incorporated those in the development and obviously retrofitted both of those dwellings. Now, 78 townhouses, it took us just over 9 months to get a DA here, and the construction was done over 4 stages, being 13 months, which is fast. You can see here they're a very high spec, but a very, very small floor plate. We're only 16 kilometres from a major city, obviously here in Australia, and literally 11 stations from the city. So it's a very, very unique transaction. The feasibility here you can see with 78 townhouses, plus the 2 existing homes that we renovated, and the profit, $8,206,714. Floor plates are around about 126 square metres, plus balcony, plus outside, plus the car garage. So this is how we do it. So if you want to learn more, by all means, feel free to plug into the system. I look forward to working with you and hearing about your success stories in the very near future.
When the house was reevaluated, we made a profit of $70,000. I would say to all the stay-at-home mums, it is worth the investment signing up with Massland, because the amount of knowledge that I have now and I can put into practice, you don't have to be qualified. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mum and I'm looking to make a profit of $350,000 in the first project.
So I guess what I'm saying is, in your process of thinking what you want and is this person the right fit for you, my question to you is this: do they have the results? Do they have 15 years now of tried and proven methods? Do they have a full support team? Are they the ones that are going to now detail to you the intricacies of achieving development approvals, construction management, project management, critical path analysis? Do they have all of the makings that you are seeking? Is this person capable now of steering you to your financial goals in a way that makes it palatable, sensible, and easy for you to gather, to really understand? And are they in it just for themselves, or is this really a genuine interest in helping other people achieve what they really want? If that's the case, well, then it's a good fit. If it's not, then it's time to plug into Massland, because if you're serious about creating the cash flow that you so wish on your terms, then now is the time to begin. So when it all comes down to it, really, what's it all about? I think one cliche determines all of this quite well, and it's show me the money. Are those results real? And if so, where are they?